僕の始まるそれは猫惑星
希望の光動物を殺すここまやして負けないさ猫も犬も潰す宇宙を守る証はネットを持つ人諦めないさドッグキャッチャー
In a quaint cafe on a quiet street on planet Wet Food, an anthropomorphic cat sits down at a table next to a regular type of cat. The anthropomorphic one is reading a book called The Dry Food Diet, Become a Trimmer Tabby in Just 7 Days, and the regular cat is reading a book called To Kill a Mockingbird Literally. The anthropomorphic cat knocks the regular cat's book on the floor on purpose and it starts hissing.
Fuck you.
Fuck me. Fuck you. The two begin fighting, which kicks up a large dust cloud with limbs periodically emerging from it. And also, you can see comic book-style censored cusses emanating from it. The crowd starts to slink off as a police siren draws nearer. Meow, meow, meow. An android Catwoman in a purple police uniform backflips off the motorcycle, sending it flying into a nearby Chipotle storefront, which on this planet has a blue logo.
Not so fast. You are under arrest. I am authorized to spray you with this bottle of water if you do not comply.
The two cats stop fighting, look at each other for a brief second, and start sprinting north out of town. The android cat pins back her ears, reaches behind her, and cranks a nozzle on her back labeled NOS and sprints after the perps.
Unit Indigo, in hot pursuit of two perps in Sector Xenon, an Anthro and a Reggie tangled up in a violation aethel rod, subsection Anti-Hissing Ordinance 7B. Pursuing on foot. Perps, stop.
As she trails them, their tails go up in the air and she can very clearly see both of their assholes.
We're going to add a 419 public asshole flare onto those charges. Your little kitty cat asses are going straight to jail. I know a warden who's got 2 upside-down laundry hampers with your names on them.
The chase continues outside the city limits. The anthropomorphic cat heads right towards some big orange mountains or something, and the regular cat heads towards, like, a mauve-colored swamp. The android cat cop looks left and right trying to decide who to chase, but is distracted by a bright twinkle in the sky.
Do you think if someone on the ground looked up, our spaceship would look like some kind of crazy twinkle?
Hold on, Rash. You could say your dumb thing after we land.
You know, I've never actually test landed any of these dog spaceships. Hope nothing bad happens.
There's something or someone running just beneath the ship. Hey, Dr. Einstein, I think you're about to land on that person.
I'm trying to.
Well, I hope they have feline-like reflexes, otherwise they're toast.
Whoa! This planet is crazy! It's exactly like our own, but the grass is like a slightly different shade of green. And the trees have like, I don't know, light blue leaves?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, it feels a little bit like Earth, but then I look in the sky and there's not only one moon, but 2 moons! One of the moons is taupe-colored and the other moon is seafoam-colored.
The animals are pretty similar, but definitely new too. The birds have 4 wings, and the bugs have wheels instead of little legs. And they're always just zooming around, driving on little trees and leaves and things. They're alligators. Funny enough, they're exactly the same.
Fascinating. This will prove critical for my research.
What research?
You got me. I've got nothing. I'm not working on anything at all. The mutant dog stuff was really all I had. I just really, well, I want to pickle a lot of things that I find here. I think if I pickle a lot of these weird alien creatures, I'm going to be a big hit at the next Tokyo Critter Convention.
Should we be worried about all the science stuff? Like, is the air the same? Are we allowed to eat the food here? Bacteria, what's going on with the bacteria here? I guess what I'm asking is, what are the rules here? Pills? Can I still do my pills?
Hey, check this out! There's a little kitty cat pinned beneath the spaceship. We must have landed on top of it.
Stop right there. I've got you now, you foul law-breaking feline. Thank you all. This cat is in violation of Anti-Hissing Ordinance 7B, but his wily cat-like nature allowed him to escape my pursuit. It's thanks to you that justice will be served.
As the android cat cop turns to face the group, Rash sees her in soft focus slow motion, her robotic cat ears bouncing on her cat face and her banging humanoid-shaped body. She lingers on Rash and winks at him with her huge purple anime eyes.
Thanks, stranger. My name is Gentian Violet. And you?
Rash's heart is beating so hard that it is actually lifting him off the ground by like an inch. The camera pans lower and Rash's penis also has a heartbeat.
Say something, Rash.
Hubba hubba hallelujah! My name is Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner, and I live in your house now.
That's Rash. I'm Rex. This is Pamela, Primrose, and Dr. Insane Einstein. We're from a little planet called Earth in the Mitnerium Quadrant.
The Mitnerium Quadrant. I hear great things about the chicken fingers there. To get there, you take I-599. For what, 40 parsecs? And then you hop on the Quasar line, which you can only take if you have at least 8 people on your ship.
Yeah, we had to take the old Quasar lane, and they had construction all over the nebula. Well, what you gonna do?
Right. Our people seem to have much in common. Yeah.
We are looking for a man by the name of Uptown Schizo. He's some sort of Catholic landlord statue or something.
You're in luck. We rarely get visitors on this planet, so when he showed up just 4 days ago, it caused quite a stir.
He's been here 4 days? Has he won over the hearts and minds of your countrymen with his exotic ways?
Not quite. Mr. Yakubulis has been keeping him far from the public eye. Some say he's training for the big tournament, but I'm not quite sure.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Yakubulis? I'm sure we could just get back in the ship, fly to him, and be on our way.
I think that might be a problem. Let me ask you something. Did you treat your spaceship with Intergalactic Frontline Plus, Flea, and Tick?
No, we didn't. We had some, but everyone voted and they chose to use it on me instead.
I'm afraid you may be disappointed when you take a closer look at your ship's fur.
Drat! It's crawling with space ticks! My beautiful creation!
There's no way your ship will take off in that state. It's way too itchy and depressed.
I'll stay with the ship. It'll take me a few days to dig a bathtub big enough to fit the whole ship, but I'll get it flying again. And besides, I'm allergic to cats.
This is no planet for people with cat allergies. Now, Gentian Violet, can we see Mr. Yakubulis?
I'm afraid he's MIA at the moment, but I've got an idea. I'll take you to Wendy Winchester, the coolest cat in town. Affectionately, everyone calls her Dubs. She's seriously awesome. She's so chill. She's the best. Seriously. When my grandma died, she came over and made me Dub Superstar Nachos. It's tortilla chips with salmon and milk.
Oh, yummy, yummy. Wow, aren't we lucky, guys? They eat the same kind of food as we do.
One more thing. See this collar? You're all going to need these if you want to survive on this planet. Dubs can explain more.
Gentian Violet's collar has various bells on it, as well as an LED displaying a number. She removes one bell and tosses it to the ground, creating a puff of smoke from which a car emerges.
Stupid foreign cars.
Here, they're actually domestic.
Why is the engine on top of the car?
Science shows that it's more efficient. We also have a fifth wheel in the middle of the car for extra stability. It's spinning inside the cabin though, so if you touch it, your hand can get really messed up. And it stinks like tires in the car all the time.
Whoa, that's awesome. You guys have thought of everything.
I'd like to get under the hood of this thing and poke around. I wonder how many Hemis I could fit in there.
There'll be time for that later. Let's hop in and head into town. Next stop, Dubs' medium-sized activity tree.
The car with 5 wheels crests over a hill and a beautiful tableau reveals itself. Cats frolic in overflowing grottos of chicken gravy, drifting back and forth, floating on large rubber ducks. Some sort of strongman-style cat pushes a 6-foot-long piece of chicken breast over a gravy waterfall and rides it down like a big surfboard. A salmon jumps out of the chicken gravy and lands on the nearby shore, flopping around for a few seconds before magically turning into a big can of cat food.
Wow, this must be truly incredible to a cat. As a human, I'm having a hard time relating. I actually feel nothing looking at this, but I see how from a cat's perspective, this would be a paradise.
I understand how you feel, Primrose. Ever since I was saved by science and became an android, I can't go swimming in the chicken gravy anymore. It gets in my circuits, nuts, bolts, that kind of thing.
Heck, I could eat. Even though cats and dogs have irreconcilable differences, our diets are fairly similar.
I've never eaten cat food, but only because there's such a stigma around it. It looks really good to me. Basically, if it was socially acceptable, I would be super honest and tell people how much cat food I eat all the time. But I'll try it while I'm here. It would be rude not to.
Gentian Violet guns the space car into town, blasting Kid Cudi's day and night, and everyone in the car presses their noses against the window to take in the cityscape. There's another Chipotle franchise, but this one has a yellow logo. There's a human cafe, where a cat working on her screenplay idly pats the head of a sleeping 35-year-old balding man. There's a public park where city workers tirelessly fold fresh laundry for cat after cat to sleep on and get fur all over. And they wash it, and they fold it again, and the cycle repeats. No one has ever worn these clothes. Anyway, they finally reach a residential neighborhood and they pull up to Dubs' medium-sized activity tree. There's a large white witch's hat on top of it with various perches and scratching posts throughout. Out front, there's a bell on a string that it seems you're supposed to bat with your paw, like a cat version of ringing the doorbell.
Hey yo, Dubs! I found some cool aliens for you to meet. I told them you're in charge. Lower the basket.
A wicker basket large enough for the whole party is lowered down and ferries them up to a beautiful felt-covered perch with foosball tables, ping pong, little balls and strings everywhere. There's a cool bar also, and red Solo cups all over the place.
What's up? I got a piping hot plate of my superstar nachos in the microwave for everyone.
A regular-ass domestic short-hair cat in a white backwards snapback witch hat appears from behind the bar. The cheeky lucidity in her eyes conveys to everyone that she is exactly 4 beers deep right now.
Jello shots are on the menu, BT Dubs. We get litty in this bitch. My life is like a damn LMFAO music video.
Greetings, Dubs. My name is Rex, and I'm from planet Earth. There, we just call it Earth. The planet is implied.
We are currently looking for a man by the name of Uptown Schizo. Can you get us in contact with Mr. Yakubiles?
I'm afraid I can't help. Mr. Yakubiles is notoriously difficult to get in touch with. He loves to break plans. He says it's like catnip to him, wasting other people's time and being unreliable.
Also, can you give me a list of sexual mores and taboos on your planet so I can read it over before I talk anymore?
Who wants to watch me play with my yo-yo?
We don't have time
I
for...
actually kind of want to.
You ever seen a cat walk a dog?
Dubs flashes her yo-yo to the party. It looks like a tiny Dyson Airblade covered in expensive jewels. She throws it down in a swift, crisp motion, and the yo-yo takes on the appearance of Garfield as it turns. Suddenly, in a flurry of moves, she ties the yo-yo string in on itself, folding it into the shape of a dog, and angling the yo-yo so that it lifts its feet when it walks.
I think I recognize that dog.
Suddenly, she snaps her paw back, and the yo-yo whips into the palm of her paw and sends out a small shockwave of power. Then she does the around-the-world thing.
Now, who's hungry for some superstar nachos?
If your superstar nachos are as impressive as your yo-yo tricks, then, well, you're the coolest cat I've ever met.
I know.
It's possible that Brian DiMaggio is cooler than you, but we haven't spent much time with him, so I'm not willing to weigh in on who's the coolest cat. But I'd say other than you, I'm the coolest person here. I feel pretty confident in saying that.
Dubs can walk the dog with ease because she has the highest feline level in the entire prefecture.
Feline level? What's that?
Come loaf up on the floor with me. I'll explain. You see, Planet Wet Food started out as a dying star that's last wish was to become alive.
The star wanted to be alive because it met a cat boy who inspired him.
When the star became alive, that means it became a planet. And at its heart was a powerful feline energy because of the cat boy who inspired it, who died a tragic death right after, by the way.
Now tell them about the name, Dubs.
I'm getting there. It's called Planet Wet Food because that was the cat boy's favorite food.
Is any of this going to be relevant to us during our stay here?
No. I'll get to the point. Cats are very territorial, and that can lead to a lot of unnecessary skirmishes. So in order to keep the peace, the feline system was developed. You see this collar? It was really expensive. Also, the number it displays is my feline level.
Feline level stands for Feral Energy Lifeline Infinite Neon Energy Level. The feral energy of a cat combined with the infinite neon energy of a star. That is the true power of Planet Wet Food.
It's a big help in getting cats to avoid unnecessary conflict with each other. But it's also very useful for side conversations while you watch your friends battle a bad guy or whatever. You can see pretty clearly who's stronger and can speculate about the outcome of the battle accordingly.
I know my feline level. I've been feline myself all day.
Someone hits Rash in the head really hard, even though there isn't anyone sitting next to him.
Who hit me? I need to know if I should be getting turned on or not.
Here, I've got collars for you all. In addition to displaying your feline level, it's also a cute accessory for parties. Oh, and it allows you to process our planet's oxygen twice as effectively, making you more efficient in battle.
Am I reading this correctly? Dubs, is your feline level 10,000? I assume that's good, but I really don't know the context.
It's pretty good.
It's really good. I'm at 4,000 by comparison.
I'm gonna put on mine last and walk around the room reading everyone's power level really judgmentally. I know we're all thinking it, so let's whip it out and get it out of the way. Not literally, Rash. Okay, let's see here. Primrose, 3,000. Pamela, 4,000. Not bad. I had my money on Pamela. Rash, 1,500. And mine just says error.
It's gotta be fucked up. I've legitimately taken lives.
I'm sorry, Rash, but this technology is perfectly accurate and never makes guesses. It was invented by a computer that we eventually had to destroy.
There are ways of increasing your power level.
Are they easy? Do they require very little work or emotional sacrifice?
No.
Well, never mind then. Everybody's gotta be good at something. I just gotta find out what mine is. Maybe what I'm really good at is gambling.
Would Kumataro get... Wait, he's not real. Would Inutaro want me to have a higher power level? Excuse me, Dubs. What are the ways of increasing your power level?
I'm talking about magic, Kimosabi. And not magic like sucking face in a pickup on a moonlit night. I'm talking real, honest-to-God magic. Spells, fireballs flying everywhere, and crazy stuff. Little blue crows made out of magic. Golems, talking skeletons.
Would you teach me how to do that?
Okay, where do you guys plan on staying while you're in town?
I was thinking there must be a Dogcatcher high school somewhere nearby. We could probably stay there.
The only Dogcatcher high school on this planet shut down last year. Big scandal. They were funding all the evil dogs on this planet in order to keep justifying their existence, but us mage cats teamed up to vanquish the dogs, and some of our best lawyer cats worked hard to revoke the school's accreditation.
Those no-good bastards. Dog catching is supposed to be a noble profession, like real estate agent. I guess we have nowhere to stay now. Guess we'll just sleep on the streets and catch fleas and eventually get run over by a semi and die the death of a lowly street dog with nothing to his name.
Don't worry, bud. You can crash here. I got like 4 Murphy beds in the wall. Pillows, blankets. It'll be great. Pizzas. We'll get pizzas. Pills. We've got crazy kinds of cat pills for you to try.
Then it's settled. We will stay here as long as we want and we don't have to do any chores.
It's still early. We got time to hit the town and see what these cats are up to?
I think I'm going to bed. I feel depressed for the first time ever after seeing how shit my power level was. I'm gonna go to bed with my shoes on.
Cheer up, Rash. You can go on patrol with me. Maybe if you help apprehend some bad cats, you'll get a little EXP. Yeah, bad.
That reminds me. I got that note from Brian DiMaggio. I ought to see where the address leads.
Dubs, can I stay with you to begin my training?
You ready to learn a little old school magic? Here's your first task. Grab the mini Yeti and fill it up. It tops out at like 8 blue moons, but try to pack in some ice. Meet me on the roof, and I'll explain everything.
Primrose smiles and hurries off to the fridge. As she's loading up Blue Moon cans into the Yeti, Dubs walks up to the roof, and the sound of steel drums can be heard. Primrose pushes the door open and sees Dubs laying down belly up on an enormous beanbag chair, the seafoam green sky shining brightly from behind the navy blue clouds.
Your planet is so beautiful. The puke-colored shrubs and the oil-slick-colored chrysanthemums really take my breath away.
I know. I look at that stuff every day. I know all about it.
Dubs seems to exhale smoke even though she wasn't inhaling anything.
Primrose, what do you know about Nemesis crystals?
Oh yeah, Nemesis crystals. They're great. Great. My boyfriend Kumataro gave me one for Valentine's Day.
You're a bad liar, Primrose. People are going to discover that you are a fraud and a real rain is going to come.
I don't know what you mean, but it's true. My boyfriend Kumataro got me Nemesis crystal, and ever since then, he's been pressuring me to go all the way. You know, to Hokkaido.
Shut up. Grab a key, stab it into this Blue Moon can. We're going to shotgun 8 beers as part of our training.
What does this have to do with magic?
Imagine this beer was magic. In a way, it kind of is. What's the first thing you do?
Shotgun it?
No. The first thing you have to do is open the beer. It's the same thing with magic. Imagine the world is filled with these great big cans of magic that are just floating around everywhere. Those Nemesis crystals, they create a fractal inverse of the present that imbue the air with Mephistopheles particles. These rub with the localized cloud glass particles to create both crimson amber and ghost rock. These materials broadcast an intense magnetic arcane field that can be manipulated by broadcasting your own arcane field. Hold on one second.
Out of nowhere, Dubs extends her claws and swipes Primrose super hard on the leg, causing her to bleed all over.
Just as I suspected, type AB positive. That blood type is particularly attuned to the ways of magic. You will make an excellent pupil. But tell me, what is your zodiac sign?
I was born in the Chinese Year of the Rose in Japan.
Remarkable. Did any ominous events occur during the moment of your birth?
Oh, not really. I can't think of any. A raven landed on my mother's head and died 10 seconds after I was born, though. Is that anything?
I see. And tell me, are you sexually active?
Well, me and Kumataro have kissed, but only when we were both completely restrained by our sleeping bags. What does that have to do with my training?
Nothing. I just had to get the tea. Also, I can tell you're lying, and Kumataro does not exist. Maybe your little dogcatcher friends have fallen for your ruse, but someday this is gonna blow up in your face, and you are going to look so stupid.
He is 6'1". He was born on February 4th, 2007. He's an Aquarius. He has a birthmark of a gun on his lower ass. His dad is named Piper, and his mom is named Piper too. He has a sister too. Her name is, I don't know his sister's name. He has a dog named Piper. His address is...
Right. Now, come on. That's enough training for one night. The local sports bar, the Frisky Whisker, has Penny Long Island pitchers tonight. Let's get hammered.
Am I old enough to drink on this planet?
You're what, 16? In cat years, you're like 112. You probably won't even get carded.
As Dubs and Primrose depart for the bar, Pamela walks the city streets in her cool black leather jacket and sunglasses. She lights a cigar and blows a smoke ring.
Let's go see if this city is cool.
She starts walking down a dark alley swinging a big chain over her head. She throws the big chain at a big empty refrigerator and it comes crashing down.
I love making a bunch of noise for no reason. Let's see what else this city has to offer.
Pamela flips over a big dumpster and keeps on walking. She comes upon multiple cats, some anthropomorphic and some regular, all dressed in work clothes and overalls, all working eagerly on an old cherry red hot rod, with 5 wheels, obviously. They turn to regard her as she approaches. Her eyes narrow and she exhales.
This thing any good?
I'd put this car up against any car in the universe.
Last time I heard that, I was at the Circuit of the Americas with Jay Leno and his close personal friend, Alfa Romeo. Then Sam Elliott showed up with a McLaren MCL 36 that hit the straightaway so fast that it literally blew off my leather pants and sent them flying all the way to Rio Vista Ranch. I had to watch the rest of the race in a towel, but it was worth it.
We're from the cat planet. We don't know who any of those people are. Your stories mean nothing to us.
Pamela exhales a big cigar smoke ring at all the cats, who immediately scowl and hiss and run away.
Hey, pretty cool trick. My name's Joe the Camel. But you can call me Joe Camel.
Joe Camel? But I thought this was the planet of the cats.
I'm actually a cat with humps. But don't tell Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. I got a deal with Egypt to be their national mascot. A cool 20 mil a year. Plus, I'm on the official Egyptian flag now. Childhood smoking has gone up 800%, while teen smoking is still disappointingly down. But we're working on it.
It's sad to see. Kids get way into it, but when they hit 12, they move on to other things. Vaping, weed, pills. They're doing pills.
Don't I know it? You, though. I can tell you're a prodigious smoker.
I've been smoking since the winter social, 6th grade. I was introduced to smoking by one of the older girls, Mrs. Sutton. She taught 5th grade. You wouldn't believe this, but she had a real Cuban. Ever since that day, when I go to sleep, all I dream about is the smooth, floral taste of perfectly seasoned tobacco as it fills my lungs. I'm a real smoker, through and through. I have a poster in my bedroom of the Surgeon General with a big red X over them.
Hey, I can tell you're powerful, sure, but not powerful enough to survive on this planet.
I'm not powerful enough, you say?
Pamela inhales her cigar deeply, exhaling a smoke target and blowing it toward Joe Camel's face. Then she inhales again and exhales a smoke bullet heading straight for the target.
Cute. My turn.
In one swift motion, Joe Camel pulls out, lights, and inhales a cigarette. He exhales a tiny JFK head to intercept Pamela's smoke bullet, which explodes on contact. Then he exhales a tiny smoke Jackie Onassis that starts freaking out.
How did you... Can you teach me?
If you want this power, you're gonna have to do something no smoker ever wants to do. Switch brands.
Joe Camel tosses Pamela a pack of cigarettes. They're called Old Selects, and the box depicts a very friendly-looking doctor smoking a cigarette.
Used to be called Doctor's Choice, until the doctor it was named after killed himself.
Okay, but how is switching smoking brands going to make me more powerful? Do Old Selects have caffeine in them?
Every person in cat has a smoke quotient hardwired into their DNA. Most people's quotient remains latent, unawakened by the sweet, smoky power of this particular cigarette. You see, Old Selects have 100 times as many strontium particles as the average cigarette. They basically kickstart your smoke quotient and send it into overdrive, giving a person, or cat, extraordinary powers beyond what they thought imaginable.
Right. That all makes sense to me. I have been feeling a little low on strontium particles lately.
Finish this pack. Then I'll make you my pupil. If you live, that is. Most cats around here can't take more than a few puffs.
Let me see those. Old Selects. Why does the doctor on the box have such huge biceps?
Oh, why don't you read the Surgeon General's warning right below the doctor's stethoscope and gun?
Warning. What doesn't kill you will make you stronger, including cigarettes. What's that trying to say? I'm gonna die, or?
These cigarettes have a 99% mortality rate within 30 minutes. They're the most dangerous cigarettes in the universe, unless your smoke quotient is off the charts. So, I want you to really think about it before you light up, because, okay. All right, you're already going. All right. Please, go on. Smoke away. I think you're gonna do just fine.
In a rundown part of town where the minority dog population lives, Rex approaches a dive bar called the Toilet Bowl. The door is hanging on by a single hinge, and Rex shoves it so hard it flies off and lands on a table. Poker chips scatter everywhere, and a bunch of gambling dogs immediately start barking. Also, there was a doggy door in the door. Against the back wall, there's a dozen or so video poker machines with a bunch of chihuahuas sitting there mesmerized, their little paws spamming the button rapidly, their eyes vacant.
I'm not fucking scared. I'm not fucking scared. I'm not fucking scared. I just want everyone here to know that I'm not scared at all, and I'll kill anyone at all that messes with me.
A dog tender stands behind the bar, cleaning a pint glass with his tongue, looking at Rex. As he stares, another dog walks into the bar.
I'm not fucking scared. I'm not fucking scared. I'm not fucking scared. I'm not fucking scared. I just want everyone here to know that I'm not scared at all, and I'll kill anyone at all that messes with me.
We're all not scared, and we're all ready to kill if necessary. Have a seat, and I'll get to you in a second.
I just want everyone here to know.
Hey, Rover, you look thirsty. What'll it be?
Hey, Dog Tender. I'll take a really shallow, wide bowl of beer. Warm, please. And I'll take a side of dog food that looks exactly like a can of Hormel chili.
What do you know? Same exact thing I got. Let me just start to really, really slowly turn around and see what you look like. Hope you aren't anyone I recognize. Here I go.
An elderly dog sitting at the bar across from the dog tender grips a bowl of light beer that he spilled a little kibble in, very slowly rotating toward Rex. The dog's fur is all gray around his mouth. His eyes are cloudy and white. A spark of recognition lights up in Rex's eyes, and his tail starts wagging wildly. A server walks behind him, and his tail knocks a bunch of drinks off the server's tray. The old dog faces Rex and starts sniffing the air.
You smell familiar. No, you couldn't be.
I'm afraid it's true. I farted in here and I tried to hide it. Also, I'm your son.
Rex? Is it really you?
It's me, Pop. Bark my words, I'm for real. No bones about it. Dog bones, that is.
Rex and Fido start getting really excited. They haven't had their nails trimmed in a while, so you hear a ton of clacking around as they circle each other, smelling each other's asses.
It's so good to catch up.
Wow, I'm learning so much about you.
Fido and Rex sniff each other's asses in silence for about 30 more seconds, jumping around, getting the zoomies, running around the bar in circles, jumping on tables, until the dog tender blows a big whistle. Although the human viewer cannot hear anything, all the dogs in the bar whine in pain for about 10 seconds.
Now that we're all caught up on the details of each other's lives, I was wondering if we could make up for lost time. Do you want to go have a catch?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know that one. I don't want to say I'm old, but let's just say I can't learn any new tricks.
You okay, Pop? You're peeing pretty hard. Oh wait, I'm peeing too. My bad.
I'm just excited is all. We're just excited. Sorry, dog tender. Sorry for the mess. This is my boy. This is my son.
The dog tender gets out a big newspaper, walks up to the big pee puddle, rolls in it, and then goes and sits down and reads the paper.
I wish I could play catch with you, boy. But look at me. I have hip dysplasia, I'm going blind, and I see things in somewhat more desaturated color than a normal dog. My vet put me on prescription kibble for my bladder crystals. All I'm good for is pissing away my Social Security check at the slots and getting drunk on good boy beer. I do not have a lot of time left. I'm 78 and not in dog years.
I'm only 7 years old. How?
Space travel makes everything complicated. I can't get into it now. Like I said earlier, I don't have a lot of time left. Sick. I'm sick, as I told you earlier. My vet, Whiskers, told me I'm sick as a dog. Really funny guy, funny cat.
I have so much to ask you, Dad, that I still don't understand. I need to know about... What's that noise?
You were saying?
I need to know about my mother. Who was my mother? Was she some sort of space warrior? A Westminster show dog? A galactic queen of some sort? Or a dog who belonged to a galactic queen?
Oh, your mother. Wow. Now listen, I'm not going to mince words on this. Your mother was a human woman. That's right. She was a damn freak banging a damn dog. Me. She was a sailor that went from port to port. Some would call her a slag, but I wouldn't. I only called her by her name, which I can't remember anymore.
My mother was human? Like a regular human?
Yes, she was a human. I don't know about regular because she was banging dogs, but I can't really judge her for banging dogs too much, seeing as how I was one of the dogs she was banging. Now, I have to say, these were anthropomorphic dogs. She wasn't fucking the regular dogs, even if they could talk. She wasn't fucking the Reggies. Still kind of weird, though.
I never would have guessed. I'm half human,
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what the rules for all this is. I think it gets kind of messy with definitions when you got a woman going from solar system to solar system, banging and birthing dogs.
Yeah.
Rex and Fido drink from their bowls of beer in silence.
There was one time when me and your mom, kind of a slag, by the way, were banging and, well, we were doing it missionary, which we dogs call human style. And then we switched to doggy style, which we call normal style. Just a fun story I thought you might like to know about your old man.
Inside the frisky whisker, Primrose and Dubs sit at the bar, elbows and paws on the table. Primrose is trying to flag down the cat bartender, who makes lengthy eye contact with her before laying down and rolling around on the floor.
What's a girl gotta do to get a drink around here?
They don't like tourists. I'll show you a trick.
Dubs pulls out a mechanical can opener from her purse and opens a tin of Southwestern salmon caliente in ranchero gravy, and 11 cat bartenders immediately run over.
Primrose, what do you have?
A blowjob shot and a Hooters shooter.
Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. No way. Cat tender, get us 6 bozo buckets. Just to refresh your memory, that's 2 parts Grey Goose, 1 part banana liquor, 1 whole 5-hour energy, and 2 olives, finished with a red clown nose garnish with a $100 bill on the bottom.
Okay, that'll be $612. Cat dollars. Whatever we use on this planet.
Put it on my tabby.
Hey, Rick. Dub says she's gonna put this on your bill.
Yeah, that's fine.
What up, Dubs?
Dubs, 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 Dubs,
Dubs.
Wow, you're pretty cool. Pretty popular here. I hope maybe one day they'll be chanting my name.
I don't think so. Your name's simply too long. Not as punchy as Dubs. There's a reason nobody calls me Wendy Winchester.
Would Inutaro like me better if I got a casual nickname? Like Lugnuts or something?
I bet you're wondering if Inutaro would like you better if you had a dumb nickname. You're gonna tell me it's Kumataro, but I know you're lying about him and you don't actually think about him. In fact, you're probably trying to come up with a plausible story about how he died so you can get out of this web of lies you've ensnared yourself within. How are you gonna do it? Skydiving accident? The Fault in Our Stars disease?
I have to go to the bathroom real quick. I have to take a number 2.
Litter box is that way. Don't worry, there's a human-sized one.
I'm not lying, by the way. I just have to go to the bathroom so bad that I can't answer any part of your questions right now.
Sounds good.
But if I didn't have to go to the bathroom, I would tell you which Inutaro. Oh, that Inutaro? Like, I don't think about him at all, so no one thinks I like him, which I don't, because Kumataro is real, and he lives in Hokkaido, and his dad is a Formula 1 race car driver. Nope, that's not true. That's too specific. I don't know what his dad does. I think he is a salaryman.
I thought you had to go to the bathroom.
I don't have to anymore.
I'm trying to teach you white magic, but the only thing you're working on is white lies. And you're not even good at them.
Okay, well, maybe I don't need a magic teacher, but a lying teacher, if I'm so bad at it.
Listen, since you got here, you've been talking about all this stuff you have to do, all this stuff about guys and liking them. I think maybe you should just sit here at the bar, drink a couple of bozo buckets, and take it easy. Follow my example. I'm basically a beanbag chair that's fun to hang out with.
I'm sorry, Dubs. I just have so much on my mind. Not just my love triangle with Inutaro and Kumataro, but also, you know, our spaceship has fleas. I'm not sure how we'll ever return to our home planet. And don't even get me started on Uptown Schizo. We got no idea where to find this guy.
I might be able to help you with that last bit after all. Tell me, this Uptown Schizo, is he the kind of guy that likes to fight?
Yes, I think. The only time I met him, he fought me. Not a big sample size, but if I'm being honest, the vast majority of people simply don't fight me.
That's the case. Then I think there's a good chance you'll find him at the Westminster Iron Paw Tournament. Fighters from all across the planet come to the annual event to test their mettle.
Why? This is a kitty cat's paradise. What's there to fight about? The streets are paved with gravy, and there are genetically engineered salmon walking around and feeding themselves to the cat population. What is there for a cat to fight about in paradise?
It's not just about fighting. The tournament winner is rewarded with a genuine cat's genie's lamp. The cat genie will grant one wish to the victor. Maybe you could wish to cure your spaceship's fleas.
Kinda seems like a bad use of a wish that could be for anything. I mean, before I decide, what kind of genie is it?
What?
What are the rules of the genie? Can I wish for a guy to die? Can I give Inutaro more abs? $1 billion? Is that too much? Hubris? Is this one of those genies wanting to trick me and punish me for my hubris?
It's a standard issue Robin Williams style genie. You can basically wish for whatever. Why do you think we have genetically engineered salmon walking around feeding themselves to us? That's what the last winner wished for. This is practically a wish-based economy. That's why it's so whimsical here. I mean, think about it. In any situation, on any planet, introducing a genie would totally fuck up the economy. As a result, this tournament is pretty central to, structuring our whole reality.
I see. So if I wish for $1 trillion, I'm just gonna devalue your currency and fuck up the whole economy.
Yeah, happens all the time. People, by which I mean cats, are getting really sick of it. So maybe you could use the wish for something unobtrusive, like your little spaceship. I mean, basically, we keep using new wishes to correct the problems from the old wishes, and it would be nice to just have a simple, normal wish for once.
We're getting ahead of ourselves here. If this tournament is as important as you say it is, I imagine some of the strongest fighters in the galaxy will be there. I need to train like never before if I intend to have a shot.
That's right. Now drink up. It's important you drink as much as possible tonight. Tomorrow morning, you'll learn your first low-level spell. It cures hangovers.
Bartender! 2 Hooters shooters, please.
Dubs walks over to a big Touch Tunes jukebox and puts on Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD 7 times in a row. Meanwhile, in a remote location somewhere in the wilderness of Planet Wet Food, Uptown Schizo is lifting weights in an abandoned church while Mr. Yakubules watches from the balcony above, his face obscured by shadows. Uptown Schizo is wearing a dry-fit tracksuit that is basically an Iron Maiden, digging thousands of needles into his stone body. As he lifts, it becomes clear that the weight set is connected to the entire structure of the church, and that the whole building goes up and down about 6 feet with every rep.
More weight.
20 more steel rings slam down on the weight set, and Uptown Schizo pushes it up, screaming with such ferocity that his Nike training chastity cage snaps and goes flying off of his penis at 1,000 miles an hour, shooting through the roof of the church and into the sun instantly. His collar dings. His feline level reads 50,000.
He's ready. Uptown Schizo, do you truly think you are ready to be a landlord?
Yes, Mr. Yakubules. My heart is open and ready for investment properties. I am ready for purely passive income.
If you want to be the landlord, you're going to have to evict some families. Come, let us prepare for the tournament.